We welcome you to Lakota East High School. Thunderhawks in their final home game. Senior night here in the Hawks Nest. Under new head coach John Kitna. Thunderhawks looking for another win in the Hawks Nest this year. Colin Kunz, Max Earl, and Beck Lucas here on the call. We're excited to join you tonight for this exciting game.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like if there's a game that East has yet to win this season, it's this one. They can play to their strengths here or go with the run, and I think they could come out on top on this one.
Yeah, definitely a lot of opportunities here for Thunderhawks to take a win on this senior night.
And wonderful to see an onside kick to start off this game.
That is what everybody's wondering. Kitna has liked that onside kick so much this season. And that one, a true deep kick back through the end zone. Matthew Hur's kick falls for a touchback. The Oak Hills will start on the 20-yard line.
See what this offense can do. Quarterback troubles for them. Starting quarterback Will Krause is hurt, so we'll see a lot of Max Soup and Brandon Stidham. They kind of alternated the quarterback role, so we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, interesting that both quarterbacks have switched out trying to fill the spot of Krause. Krause, the very successful quarterback for Oak Hills, but did get injured and will be out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and Soup is kind of all over the field. He's second in the GMC actually in receiving yards, and he's pretty much playing everywhere. So,
well, he hasn't gotten a lot of action at quarterback. He's looked good in the action that he has been in.
That one rolling out to the left, throws that one high and just a little too high. Sails over his receiver.
I wonder if that'll be a common occurrence here. We see with these quarterbacks, both of them do not have a lot of experience, so not used to throwing the ball.
Yeah, that lack of experience especially shows up when throwing the ball. As you saw, that one there just lofted a little high.
And surprising to see a pass. They usually go with the run, but they have tried it through the air the last few games, even without their starting quarterback.
Stidham now under center, waiting for the snap. Fakes the handoff, takes it up the middle, has some space to run, gets brought down a few yards short.
Yeah, they like that read option.
Yeah, that's something East is going to have to stop. They've been pretty poor against the run this year, and especially against the option. We saw it last week against West. They struggled to stop it, so hopefully they can stop that today.
Oak Hills taking their time here, not in a big rush to get to the line. As Soupy now checks in. Should be waiting for the snap. His first snap. Dropping back now, has to get that one away quick. Makes the catch. Taking now out of bounds. That'll be a first down.
East is going to have to be ready for that. They like that wide receiver screen and halfback screen out of the backfield where it looks like they're about to get a lot of pressure, and then you see that one guy that's free on the right side with blocking. So
he tried to get his hands up. It was a throw over his head. He found the running back.
Parker there on the catch. Was able to take it out of bounds, pick up that first down. Stidham now back in for the Highlanders.
Should be an end around.
There actually goes Soupy on that one. Big hit, big collision there for a couple yards gain.
Yeah, they substitute Soupy all around. He's mostly a receiver, but they've had to play him at quarterback the last few games, and he really likes those end arounds, and he has had some deep passes that he's caught too, so should see a lot of them today.
Yeah, last week, Soupy filling in for Krause actually won WCPO 9 Player of the Week as voted on by the fans. That just shows the skill that he shows on this football field.
Yeah, and don't count him out as a receiver. Obviously, second in the GMC with passing yards, and he has an 81-yard catch on the season.
Truly a do-it-all kind of player.
Handoff there on that one. Has to cut back. Good stop there for the Thunderhawks defense.
That's exactly what you want to see from the East defense there, stopping that run, especially up the middle.
That's a place the Thunderhawks have struggled a little bit with that defensive line, but they've really picked it up here later in the season.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of moves around on the D-line. The outside has been pretty solid, but that inside, they've switched in and out a lot of guys just to try to see what works.
And that was Pleasant on the tackle. He's really lit it up in these past couple of games.
Interesting to see what they'll run here. Probably not a pass, I would think.
Big third down here for East.
A little bit of confusion there getting to the line, but all settled now. Takes a snap, checks it down. Catch made and more room to run. He's still going. Picks up the first down and then some before he's pushed out of bounds.
There's another one of those RPO screens that Oak Hills loves to run. East has got to look out for those because they'll run a lot of that today.
And another strong third down conversion there for the Highlanders to extend their drive.
Yeah, and East really wants to stop him here because East does not really enjoy playing from behind. And it's also a huge momentum boost, obviously, if you can stop them on their first drive from getting any points.
Highlanders now on first down. We'll see what they go with. Fakes the pass. Quarterback keeper runs it and nowhere to go on that one. He's brought down hard.
That's a big stop there for East. East does not have a lot of sacks on the season, and they've really struggled to stop people behind the line. And that time, they just swarmed the quarterback there. Stidham had nowhere to go.
Yeah, they read that play all the way through.
And Reap there on the tackle, another one of those standout players for the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, he's great in the open field. He has a lot of solo tackles on the year.
Soupy now, who's been the guy so far. He again fakes the handoff, runs into his own man, then hands it to him. That ball's on the ground.
Boy, that play, I doubt that's how that one was supposed to be run. It just looked like confusion from the snap. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, that one was really interesting. Soupy tried to get it to his running back almost when he was past the line of scrimmage. They were just trying to play a game of handoff almost, and somewhere in there lost the ball, but I guess they were able to recover it.
Yeah, lucky that wasn't a turnover.
East has struggled a lot to get those turnovers. Turnover early would definitely be a huge boost for them. Only one interception on the season.
Third down and 10 now for the Highlanders. Lakota East defense looking for a stop here. Soupy dropping back, looking out to his left. He wants to go deep on this one, changed his mind, runs up the middle, nowhere to go. He'll be way short on that one.
Man, he had way too much time to throw on that one. East really needs to get that pressure in there quicker, especially against an offensive line that has really struggled so far this season. That was way too much time for Stidham to throw.
Yeah, but it was great coverage downfield. You couldn't find anyone.
Fourth down now. Not much changing of the personnel for the Highlanders. Wonder if they'll go for it here.
Surprising, too. Last week we saw a lot of personnel changes. It seemed like Soupy and Stidham were switching in and out of quarterback every other play.
Stidham here wants to go for on fourth down, trying the cadence, snaps the ball, looking immediately to his right, almost completes the pass over the middle, but broken up.
Huge stop for East there. That is exactly what they wanted on their first drive. And in all honesty, that should have been a catch for a first down, but receiver couldn't hold on that one.
Yeah, the big tight end Triggs there for the Highlanders couldn't bring that one in. The Thunderhawks will take over.
See if Thunderhawks come out here throwing. Wouldn't assume so. This defense is terrible against the run. Should see a lot of rider hooks today, especially up the middle.
Yeah, a lot of yards to be had in the run game today.
Neal now goes in motion, hands it off to Neal. Neal taking it around the left side, and he's stopped up way in the backfield. Huge stop there on that one.
Not what you want to see at all there. That's only his 5th rushing attempt on the year, and I mean, against a defense that's so bad against the run, you expect to get positive yards, and that was a huge loss there.
And that's Julian Harris, number 58. He was able to just break through and get that solo tackle.
Just not an ideal start there for the Thunderhawks. 2nd and 17 to go now. Kennedy dropping back to pass on this one, looking out to his right, throws out across the middle to Neal. Neal has some room to run, picks up the first down.
Great throw there by Kitna. Surprising to see him throwing here. Again, this defense is so bad against the run, and they have forced some turnovers through the air. It's surprising to see him passing, but Kitna obviously not scared, and that was a huge play by Neal there.
Yeah, phenomenal catch there by Neal on that one, and the move afterwards as well to pick up that first down yardage.
Yeah, Neal really is one of the better receivers in the GMC.
Hand off to Hooks on this one. Hooks taking it up the middle, picks up about 6 on the play.
And that's exactly what we expect to see here. I think Hooks is going to have a huge day on this one. they love that inside zone with Hooks, and that's what he's best at. And such a low center of gravity, he's so hard to take down.
Yeah, Hooks has been the guy all year for the Thunderhawks. He's been really one of the standout parts of this team. We talk about him every game, but he's just that good.
Yeah, and only a sophomore, so should only improve from here, too.
Hooks now goes in motion. Looking immediately to Hooks, completes that one. Hooks has some room to run, picks up the first down, and he's still going around the left side. Gets brought down after picking up the first down yardage.
He's a big key of this Hawks offense. They like him out of the backfield in the pass, too. He has plenty of receptions on the year as well, and that time he broke free.
Yeah, East has come out of the gate strong. Get that stop on defense, and now they're driving.
Yeah, Thunderhawks driving well on offense now. Typically they do on their first drive. We'll see if they can continue that through the game.
They've struggled later on with their offense.
Getting a lone man now. Looks to pass, but fakes it, runs it up the middle, has a lot of room to run. Just short of the sticks on that one.
Smart play by Kitna there. It looked like it was a designed screen there to Neal on the right side, but obviously saw something he liked and took it right up the middle for a first down. Or, I'm sorry, I think he was stopped short by a yard.
Yeah, and that one goes to the IQ of Kitna there. Just great work to take that one up the middle, pick up a lot of yardage.
Obviously, having a NFL dad or an NFL quarterback as your dad probably helps with that.
Absolutely. Hooks now deep in the backfield on this one. Getting a handoff to Hooks. Hooks runs up the middle. Looks like he picks up the first down.
Good strong run there. Again, just one guy away from breaking that one. And a lot of arm tackles here from Oak Hills.
Yeah, the Thunderhawks have had a lot of opportunities for big plays. Highlanders have done a decent job of stopping them up after big bursts of speed, but just getting those passes off, the Thunderhawks has been very successful.
And Oak Hills has not looked like one of the most explosive teams on defense this year. Kind of just nothing really standing out there.
3 wide in the backfield now. That one's a handoff and fake reverse there on that one. A lot of the Oak Hills defense was fooled. Taking around the outside now. A lot of yardage picked up on that one.
Yeah, huge play there.
And that's the freshman, number 19, Carter Jones.
Yeah, he kind of just emerged back there. Didn't even really see him coming, and you expected that one to go to Neal, but it goes to Jones. Jones has not really been used much in this offense, but that time he gets a big first down.
Yeah, very unique play design on that one with the fake reverse. Not a play you see very often, and getting it deep in his playbook for that one. Kidna now rolling out to the right. He's taken off. Kidna still going, fighting for the yardage. Almost got there. Big run there by JT Kidna.
And Kidna is a big guy to try to take down, and that time he showed it. Almost got in the end zone, stepped out of bounds, just short, but man, he made a lot of guy miss on that run.
Yeah, and that's that speed and that big frame with JT Kidna. Makes him such an efficient runner.
Yeah, he's definitely a dual threat quarterback.
Kidna and Hooks in the backfield. Hand off to Hooks now. Hooks makes a move, fighting to get in the end zone, but good stop there by the Highlanders defense.
Yeah, Heath Anderson brought him down there from behind. This Highlanders team has some standout linebackers. Their linebackers are definitely the core of this defense. They've got a lot of combined tackles, and that time they showed they can rally to the ball. They just have not been that effective overall. D-line a little bit of a weakness there for the Highlanders.
2nd and goal to go now for the Thunderhawks. This is where they've struggled, this area in the red zone. See if they can get in here. Kidna looking to pass on this one, throwing to Vogelman. Vogelman makes the catch, taps the toes, and he's in for a Thunderhawk touchdown.
Wow, you could not drop that play any better. A beautiful floater there to the left side by Kidna. What a job to have the concentration there by Vogelman. Vogelman is senior, so he's had a lot of experience, and he knew to get those toes down.
Huge play for the Thunderhawks. I mean, you'd be able to get a stop, drive down the field, score a touchdown. It's a lot of momentum.
Yeah, and that one looked like it was an NFL catch. Vogelman had both feet down on that one. Only needed to have one, but got them both down.
Great adjustment by the end of this play.
Not just the catch, but the throw, too. To be able to put it right on the sidelines where Vogelman can get his feet in. This is a great throw.
Extra point from her is up and good, and the Thunderhawks take a 7-0 lead.
Man, this is reminding me of the Cole Rain game. Thunderhawks get up, and maybe they can keep this lead for the rest of the game.
Thunderhawks looking for a playoff push. Team that's 1-7 is still actually able to make the playoffs. Top 16 teams in the region make the playoffs. Thunderhawks 17th in the region. Need a couple of things to happen. They need to win out, and they also need a loss from some other teams.
Yeah, but you know, nothing is out of reach for them. I mean, they've had some sparks. If they can just get this offense together and this defense to really rally, I think they have a shot.
Yeah, crazier things have happened.
Long talk here for this kickoff team. I wonder, I know I've said this a lot, but might see an onside kick here.
Yeah, again, a lot of people wondering, the Thunderhawks have kind of gotten away from it. They kicked it away almost every time last week against West, but Kitna never afraid to go for an onside kick.
Such an interesting kickoff formation, too, here from East.
Her backing up on this one. We'll see what they do. And that one is an onside kick. Her trying to recover his own kick. Her lands down on it. Did the Thunderhawks get it? Flag down.
I think they got that one. That one straight out of Pat McAfee's playbook there. He recovers his own onside kick. What a play.
Wonder what the flag is on here. I definitely thought that ball went past 10 yards.
Yeah, definitely looked like he recovered it past the 50 there.
Referees talking things over here. Like you said, Pat McAfee-esque. I was thinking the same thing when Her took off after that one. Beautifully executed there if he did get it.
Yeah, way to catch him off guard there. I mean, you definitely don't see that a lot, especially in high school football.
And the referee
really not going to give it to him.
signals illegal touching there on that one, which means the Thunderhawks didn't recover it.
That's unfortunate for them. I really thought that one went to end.
Yeah, it really looked like it. Shocking the referees didn't give it to him there. That one had to have been just maybe an inch short.
Well, maybe defense will use this for some motivation here. Get a sack. They only have a few on the season. Only one interception. Really not too many big defensive plays to speak of.
Yeah, definitely one of the areas the Thunderhawks could improve on. Definitely has been one of their struggles this season, why they've lost so many games.
It's like Stidham at quarterback again. Not too much Soupy at quarterback so far.
Yeah, Stidham now, lone man in the backfield as well. Pointing out to his wide receivers, and looks like the Highlanders will take a timeout there on that one to talk things over. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after the timeout. We welcome you back to the Hawks Nest, back after the quick break there. Stidham taking the snap there, looking deep on this one. Not a lot of time, almost gets back to him. Stidham taking off now on the right side. Stidham fighting for yardage, still fighting for yardage. Extra push. The referees finally blow that one dead.
Yeah, obviously a big run there. He's a big guy. He's listed at linebacker, and that's usually what he plays, besides backup running back. And I mean, there was just a big opportunity for East to get a sack, and they just missed it on that one.
The East is playing good coverage. He's not seeing anyone downfield. He's having to scramble out, and it's kind of working. But if East can keep up this coverage, they'll be a lot less comfortable on offense. That's one of their vocal points, this passing offense.
Yeah, and you wonder if Stidham not able to make those reads.
Stidham gets that one quickly over, but dropped by the receiver.
And you have to have those. That would have been a first down there, but
now it's third.
Now, 3rd and short, what they say, you got to catch the ball before you try to run with it. Looked like he was trying to take off with that one before the ball was even in his hands.
It looked like he had a linebacker on him there. Might have got blown up, but got to catch those on the outside.
3rd and really short here now for the Highlanders. You got to think, though, this will probably be 4-down territory for them.
Yeah, I definitely expect to see a read option. Maybe some kind of screen out of the backfield here.
Stidham hands it off, run up the middle. That one's going to be close.
I think he got stuffed on that one.
Official signal 1st down. Maybe just got the yardage there on that one. It was very close.
Barely.
Yeah, big wall there, but he did manage to push it for the 1st down. So
East is doing a good job swarming to the ball. They're not letting Oak Hills get a lot of big plays.
Yeah, and if they can execute on these sacks when that D-line has a chance to get to the quarterback, Oak Hills might not have anything on offense here.
Stidham quick pass on that one. That one low, but looks like it was caught.
Yeah, and again, just looks like this East defense not fast enough to react to those screens. They love those screens to the outside, like I said before. Get those short 5-6 yard gains, and I mean, that's all you need in a football game.
Yeah, Oak Hills is definitely hurting without their starting QB.
That was a quick pass and catch to Wheeler, who dropped the previous one. He got a little bit of a redemption there on that one. 2nd down and 4 to go here for the Highlanders. Again, fake handoff, run up the middle by Stidham. Stidham's got some room to run. Got the 1st down and some more.
And Stidham, once again, just showing he's a big back. I mean, he's 6'3", 191. He's a big guy to try to take down, and I mean, if you're one-on-one on him, you're probably going to lose that fight.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of mass moving like that. Almost Kidna-esque. A little bit of the same style.
And Stidham's actually listed as a running back. So him at quarterback, you know he's going to be dangerous with his legs.
He's played a lot of linebacker, too. Not seen a lot of Soupy here. A little odd.
Hitch there on that one. Run around the outside, but nowhere to go. Stop made behind the line.
It's a great tackle by Zion Neal there.
Yeah, Zion Neal showing he can do it on both sides of the ball. I mean, looks like they read that play from the get-go. Not too good of a fake handoff there to the wide receiver.
Yeah, Parker there, just nowhere to go.
And really very odd not to see Soupy on the offense at all.
Yeah.
And that'll do it first quarter here from the Hawks Nest. Thunderhawks up 7-0 behind a solid first offensive possession. We'll take a quick break. We'll join you back in a second. Back here in the Hawks Nest after the quick break. Highlanders driving on the Thunderhawks, looking to continue their drives here, see what they can do. Handoff there to Parker on that one. Parker having to cut back. Did a lot of running for not a lot of gain there.
Yeah, once again, this D-line, those arm tackles, they have so many chances to get tackles for loss here, and they just haven't really converted much. They have run away from Parker Elam, though. Parker Elam, a big part of this D-line.
Oak Hill's obviously trying to, set the tone with the run, but hasn't really been working. Oak Hill's been able to swarm to him really well.
Yeah,
Oak Hills, look at ease.
Not too imaginative with their play calling either.
Stidham continues to stay in at quarterback. Haven't seen much of a change in the first couple of possessions. Stidham fakes the handoff on that one, and he'll take off with his legs again. fighting for a lot more yardage. A helmet pops off. Looks like he picked up the first down.
Big run there. Kind of looking like we're seeing two mirror images of offenses here, just big runs up the middle. And just very strange, like you said, Soupy hasn't even been on the field at all here on offense. You hope he isn't injured or something like that.
Very interesting to see this Oak Hills team going with a lot of the run. They're a very pass-heavy team. Obviously, the starting quarterback's out. That's definitely affected their game plan.
Yeah, and with Soupy on the sideline, too, you wonder how limited their playbook is.
Highlanders now 1st and 10 inside the red zone. A chance to fire back and tie things up here. 3 in the backfield now. Sim takes that one, fakes the handoff, flag down, pitches it forward to his tight end, running around the outside, barreling in almost, and he's just short, hitting the flag.
That looked like, I thought it was going to be a triple option there, but they rolled it out, turned it into a tight end screen. Very interesting play call.
Looks like the Highlanders are backing up here on this one. Let's see what the call is. Referee's still talking things over here, trying to figure out the call.
Rest have had their fair share of close calls so far.
That'll be a false start on the offense. Unfortunate break there for the Highlanders.
That was a big play there that just
Very,
redacted.
very fortunate for East there.
We'll give him another shot at first down, though, just 5 yards back. But really unfortunate that play got wiped off the board.
Yeah, usually East the ones in the red zone that shoot themselves in the foot, but Highlanders taking an unfortunate page out of their book here.
We'll see if they can match the greatness of that previous play here. See how the Thunderhawks adjust.
Yeah, it looks like a zone defense here, not pressed up on those receivers on the left.
Stidham throws it out immediately to his left, and he has some room to run. A lot of yardage picked up there on that one.
Yeah, and I think if they're going to stop these screens, they have to stop playing so far off these receivers. I mean, even without it being a deep throw, he had so much room there just to get those 6 yards. They're going to have to press up on that.
Yeah, it's very obvious they're not looking to throw deep on offense. They're going for short gains, short passes. East really has to tighten up their coverage and just get lower.
Yeah, interesting not seeing man there with so many receivers out on the field.
Highlanders 2nd and 5 inside the red zone, still looking to get on the board. And Stidham, wow, very interesting play on that one.
Not sure what that throwing motion was, but didn't really work. We try something else here.
I think he tried to catch the defense sleeping, but just kind of threw it in the dirt off a weird jump.
Yeah, it looked like a Derrick Henry-esque throw.
Yeah, very strange play on that one. The second of odd plays we've seen from the Highlanders.
Strange, too. You wonder if he's running some kind of read there that he's not getting in time. It looked like he was almost past the line of scrimmage when he threw that ball.
Yeah, he did look very far up. Stidham now dropping back again on this one. Immediately throws out to the right. His man has some room to run. That's Parker. He'll take it in for a Highlander touchdown.
Man, looked like just blown coverage there. Nobody even crossing on the right. And it looks like, again, this East team playing cushion defense is just coming back to haunt them right now.
And no one was tracking the running back.
Yeah, they got to look to man defense here against this team who loves those screen passes and those runs up the runs up the middle.
We're giving some accolades to the Thunderhawks defense for their coverage, but as of late have kind of fallen apart. Highlanders out now to attempt the extra point. That kick is up, and it is good.
Under Shaw's perfect on extra points, but interestingly enough, he's over 3 on field goals on the year.
Yeah, I think that would explain why the Highlanders maybe chose to go for it. They were in that awkward range earlier in the game. They didn't really want to punt, couldn't do a field goal, so they went for it.
And if Soupy's not out there, Soupy is their designated punter. You wonder if that's why they went for it, too. Be interesting to see here what Kitna comes up with to come back. That was a long drive. That took a lot of time off that clock.
Yeah, interesting that it was such a long drive when they started really at the 50. Just East is playing pretty good defense. They allowed the touchdown, but they're making Oak Hills work for it.
It was a very long drive for the Highlanders. Offense hopefully had some time to rest, especially that offensive line, which has been a big talking point this season.
Yeah, but you wonder if maybe they gave them too much time. Maybe they lost their kind of spark from that touchdown drive they had.
Yeah, never fun when you're on the sideline for that long, and especially if that defense definitely tired out there. Not what you want to see when you're playing against a run up the middle heavy team, especially with their starting quarterback, or their starting and second quarterback out now with Soupy on the sideline.
Officials taking their time here on this one. Looks like their coaching staff on the far side of the field for the Highlanders is talking things over. Talking to the trainers?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looked like Coach was upset with something there for a second, but. It's like an issue with the chain gang, maybe?
Trainers running out to give the officials some water. Thunderhawks now coming off the field, and there goes a cart across the field. Not quite sure what's going on right now.
What if we have some unexpected body fluids on the field there? Hurrying to clean that up.
Oh, you might be right there on that one, especially with the water. Trainer for the Thunderhawks, trainer Kevin, out with some water on the field. I think you're spot on with the call on that one.
Yeah, looks like someone had too much for lunch there.
Yeah, rather unfortunate for whoever that one was from.
And very unfortunate for whoever was cleaning that one up.
Yeah, I got to feel bad for the training staff on that one. Quick response there from the Lakota East training staff. They hustled that cart across the field. He was moving on that thing.
Yeah, give props to their hustle there. That was very impressive. Perfect form here on the cleanup, too.
Yeah, we're wiping it away there, putting some water on top. Hopefully they get the field all cleaned off.
Everyone's talking about turf versus grass fields. Everyone's comparing like injuries and that stuff. I wonder if it's easier to clean vomit off of grass fields or turf fields.
You know, that's an interesting point. A lot of interesting talk there on that one. It probably is easier to get it off turf.
Yeah, you'd think that's one of the few advantages the turf has.
Still working to clean it up here. The referees and the training staff all out there now.
And this is pretty interesting.
Yeah, not something I've ever seen before. Really unique circumstances here. Looks like they got everything all cleaned away. Training staff will hustle off the field again.
He's off. I think he deserves an honorable mention for MVP for that one. Would not want to be in that position.
The entire training staff is there from both teams on that one. This trainer Kevin hustles off the field on the Gator.
Good teamwork there.
Anyways, back to football here. Highlanders ready to kick this one away. Back deep is Jones and Hooks. This kick is up and away for the Highlanders. Hooks fields that one, hits it, has to pick it up, and now has to try to recover. Running around the left side, stiff arms a man, gets out of bounds.
That looked pretty hairy for a second.
Yeah, weird squib kick.
Yeah.
Hard to field those.
I doubt they did that on purpose, but I guess it kind of worked out for him.
Yeah, Hooks actually did a great job to make a lot out of nothing there. Dropped the ball and then still was able to pick up 25 yards.
Yeah, that's something we see a lot of from Hooks. He's, like I said before, low center of gravity and so fast in the open field. He's really hard to tackle.
Kitten in the Thunderhawk offense now out on the field trying to fire back after the Highlanders touchdown. Immediately looking to Hooks. Hooks taking it around the right side, bounces back to the left side, and a nice tackle made there by the Highlanders defense.
Yeah, and looked like they had a hole there on the left. Just didn't really see it. That play just didn't really go as planned, I think.
Rhodes there on the tackle for the Highlanders on that one. Sophomore linebacker.
Definitely do not want to go 3 and out here. This is a bad spot, especially after that long drive that Oak Hills just had.
Again, hand off to Hooks. Hooks finds a little bit more room up the middle, but another good stop made by the Highlanders defense.
Yeah, these linebackers are rallying to the running back here. We knew these linebackers were good coming in. But odd to see them be able to stop the run so effectively.
Yeah, East really trying to exploit that poor Oak Hills rushing defense, but Oak Hills they've played pretty good, forcing them to pass.
I wonder, studying and working for this game, if they filled up some of those holes that they had.
3rd down and 5 to go now for the Thunderhawks, looking to convert here. Kenna looking to pass on this one, tries to gets to Neal, across the middle. Looks like he picked up the 1st down.
Good catch there. A lot of linebackers around him. Those are always tough. Got to just ignore the big hit that might be coming.
And big hit it was. Neal getting popped on that one, but was able to hang on and pick up a strong 1st down there for Thunderhawks.
And surprising there, Kidna had a lot of time to throw on that one. Kind of got to read the whole field. If they can do that all game, that would be awesome for this East offense.
Kidna now fakes the handoff, looking again to pass. Pressure coming. Kidna has to take off. Kidna run out to his right. Lofts that one high to Hooks. Hooks almost brings it in, but can't quite get it.
Barely threw it a little bit over his head. You got to think if he tucked that one and ran it, he probably would have got a 1st down, but just unfortunate.
Yeah, and I wonder, just with how this offensive line has played, if Kitna's a little panic back there when he sees even just a little bit of pressure. I feel like he still had a few more seconds to throw there, but
Kidna will try again here on this one. Hands that one off. Solid run to the right side. Gets brought down about 4 yards short of the line to gain.
yeah, big.
Abdunauer on the run there. He hasn't seen much time this season, but solid run there.
Yeah, so far seen 2 guys that haven't really been on the field much get some big plays.
Thunderhawks again in a 3rd down situation. 3rd and short this time.
So Kitna sees something.
Kidna dropping back again. Looks out to his right. Completes that one to Neal. 1st down and then some more.
Kidna had all the time in the world on that one. And when he gets that much time, he can find his receivers. He has really good receivers in Zion Neal and others such as Andy Vogelman and Elijah Perry. Just when you give him that much time, he can make plays.
Yeah, and showing just again how good Zion Neal has been up in the middle of the field this year. I mean, he's really emerging as a big threat for this East offense.
Solid conversion there. Thunderhawks will get a fresh set of downs. This drive will keep on moving. Kidna dropping back, looking to throw deep on this one. Kidna lofting it up towards Vogelman. Vogelman makes the catch on the sideline. What a grab.
Vogelman again. Great concentration again. Looks a little shaken up on that one,
He's
though.
shaken up.
Looks like there is a flag down as well in the trenches.
It'd be very unfortunate if it's holding.
Yeah, and Kitna there, he got it to him, but if he would have hit him in stride there, that would have been a touchdown. But still, great concentration by Vogelman to make the catch. Hopefully just got the wind knocked out of him on that one.
He's being helped off the field by 2 of his teammates. That's Dion Neal and Christopher Boyer helping him off the field.
Now the training staff will come to his side, walk him off. Hope Vogelman's all right after that one. He's been one of the standout players for this Thunderhawk offense all season.
Yeah, he had the touchdown in the 1st quarter. It's unfortunate if he's out.
Yeah, we talk
Number 6, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still 1st down.
very unfortunate there. We talk a lot about Neal and how good he has been over the middle, but Vogelman always a threat. Senior, he's very experienced, knows this offense, knows a lot of these guys on this offense, and really unfortunate to lose him here.
Yeah, also unfortunate that play doesn't count with the flag there. It was holding. Thunderhawks will be backed up 10. Handoff now to Hooks. Hooks taking her on the left side and nowhere to go.
Yeah, that penalty, we've seen it a lot from this East offense. They get those big plays, take them back to shoot themselves in the foot, and they kind of lose that momentum on the drive, and that's not really what you want on a 1st down run.
Yeah, not at all. And the Highlanders have done a great job being able to stop Hooks on those 1st down runs. Great work there. Stop him again.
We've seen a lot of inside zone out of the shotgun here.
Hooks behind Kidna on this one. Kidna fakes the handoff to Hooks, rolling out to his right now, and pressure coming from his left side. Completes that one across the middle to McFarland, but doesn't really get anywhere.
Yeah, big catch there. Awkward throwing motion there by Kitna. Kind of almost looked like a baseball throw there, but I mean, he got it out. Good play there. I'm not really sure what happened to the protection at the end of that one either. Looked like he had all the time, and then all of a sudden there was a safety coming down right in his face.
Yeah, I thought he could scramble out and get a ton of yards, but yeah, you're right, that safety just came up. It was a nice catch, though, by the sophomore tight end, Patrick McFarland.
3rd and long now for the Thunderhawks. Need a conversion here. Otherwise, it'll make for a long 4th down, and Kitna there wants his own timeout, and Coach Kitna on the sideline is furious. Definitely saw something he didn't like there. Timeout, we'll take a quick break. Join you back in a second. Back in the Hawks nest here. Thunderhawks on 3rd and long after the timeout. Coach Kitna not happy about whatever he saw. JT Kitna there gets that one down to Hooks. Checks it down, but doesn't even get close to the line to gain.
Interesting they called a screen there on 3rd and 13. They like to run those screens, but with the protection that JT Kitna has been getting, I kind of thought they would look to go deep.
Yeah, and especially on 3rd and 13 this early in the game when you need a spark. Interesting to see such a conservative play call. There's a flag down, though.
It looks like the referee already signaled. Didn't get on the intercom. Thunderhawks haven't moved at all. The chains are moving, though.
See what the ref calls here.
Thunderhawks picking up a lot of yardage here.
And I think I heard unsportsmanlike conduct there.
I think he might have motioned for roughing the passer.
Yeah,
Either way, picked up 15 yards.
Hey, you can't do that if you're Oak Hills. That was a huge 3rd and 13 stop.
Kitna dropping back again on this one and looking deep for Neal. Neal going up for that one, and good breakup by the Oak Hills secondary.
I really thought Neal had that one through his hands. What a great breakup there by 13, John Blevins. Oak Hills has been pretty good against the pass. I mean, they have had their run struggles, but this pass defense has been pretty solid.
I was kind of worried that might have get intercepted. The way it got tipped, I thought it fell right into the hands of Oak Hills defender, but just didn't.
Definitely worth taking a shot, though. 2nd and 10 now. Thunderhawks have looked pretty solid on this drive with help from that previous penalty. Kitna now again looking to pass. Again wants to throw it deep and way over the head of his tight end there.
I think Kitna got too excited there. He had him open, but tried to throw him about 10 feet too far in front of him, so dial that back. Derek Jackson almost got that one. He's a big tight end. 6'7". If he gets going there in the red zone with only corners around him, that probably could have been a touchdown there.
3rd and 10 now for the Thunderhawks. We'll see if they can pick up the first here. Kitna again looking to pass. Checks that one down to Neal, and Neal's brought down way behind the line there by McChristian.
A little extracurricular there at the end of the play, but man, again, 3rd and 10, conservative play call, and I don't know. Unfortunate to see them not go aggressive here this early in the game.
Yeah, Neal tried to make a miss there, but Owen McChristian just got him, stuck with him.
Abdenauer again comes into the game. Looks like the Thunderhawks are going for it here.
Yeah, this is kind of an awkward part of the field to punt from, so not surprising.
4th down, 13 to go. 3 wide in the backfield. Kid alongside Hooks and Ablenauer. Fakes the handoff to Ablenauer. Kidna now looking deep. Kidna's going to take off with his legs. Kidna's got some room to run. He's going to be really close. Big push coming from his offensive line. We'll see what the spot says.
I think they're going to mark him short.
And they do. That'll be Oak Hill's ball.
And East call's not going their way today, but and Kidna looks shaken up after that one.
Yeah, Kidna hobbling off there with his leg.
That is not what you want to see.
That was a great play by Kidna, though, even though he didn't get the first down. Didn't see anything open and then took off.
He's frustrated.
And he's looking like he's going to get helped off into the locker room. Not what you want to see at all.
This is going to be interesting because no other player on Lakota East has thrown a pass except for JT Kidna.
And Jay-Sean, he played some quarterback last year, but really only as a backup. And, boy, this is a huge hit to this East offense if he can't come back.
And Kidna walked all the way into the training room hobbling the whole way. Defense here might want to extend this drive a little bit just to give him some time. If not, Sandhar might have to check in. Stidham rolling out to his left now. And a lot of pressure coming, but evades it. More pressure still. Bounces off of him. Picks up about a yard on the play.
Yeah, and again, more arm tackles there by the D-line. But I think more interesting here is it looks like both sides have lost their star player. I haven't seen Soupy at all since the first few plays of the game. And obviously, Kidna hobbling off. He was really mad. He was punching his helmet into the ground. I think he immediately knew something was wrong there.
That would be a huge blow to this Lakota East offense if he's out for the game.
Handoff there to Parker. Up the middle. Big burst of speed from Parker. Spins off. A defender rumbles through another. A lot of yardage picked up there on that one from Parker.
Parker's looked good so far. I mean, he's been hard to stop, and 2 arm tackles there in the middle. East, once again, just not wrapping up. They just gotta stop these runs in the open field.
Yeah, before this game, Oak Hills, they weren't one of the better rushing offenses in the GMC, but today they're running well.
And they're leaning heavily towards it, too.
Again, the handoff to Parker. Takes it around the right side. Better stop there on that one for Thunderhawk defense, but still picked up a couple on the play.
Yeah, and I wonder kind of like how we talked about earlier, East exploding the Oak Hills run defense, but I think Oak Hills is doing the same to East here. Middle of East D-line has really changed a lot throughout the season. Right now we have Demetrius Stanley and Wyatt Pleasant in the middle, but still not a lot of experience for any of those guys up the middle.
Yeah, both lines struggled a little bit this year. Again, the handoff to Parker, and again, a lot of speed from him.
It's like they're just continuing to run this read option, and every time the read is right up the middle.
I mean, yeah, it's working for him, so why stop?
Yeah, Parker just keeps chugging along up the middle.
They do move the chains on that one. Parker picked up the first down. Time ticking down for the Highlanders. About 1:40 to go here. They're going to have to start working pretty quick. Fakes the handoff to Parker. Checks down to his tight end. Has to bobble and makes the catch. He stays in bounds. And he knows immediately to get that to the referee to get them hustled back to the line.
Yeah, and
time is ticking.
good play there by Jeremiah Triggs. He's another one of those receivers that Oak Hills loved a lot before, obviously Will Kraus went down, and he's a good receiver out there. Nice bobbling catch.
Highlanders now with time still ticking. Just under a minute to go. Stidham now takes the snap, looking to pass on this one. Looks to his right, looks to his left. Stidham now will take off. Stop made. Big hit there by the Thunderhawk defense.
Again, more pressure from this Hawks line. It's just he's been able to escape every time.
Yeah, and once again, it just looks like those 2 interior linemen, they just can't get to the quarterback. He's just outrunning them.
Stidham spikes that one. 44 seconds to go in the half. All tied up here. Highlanders looking to get into the end zone.
Yeah, not a good sign. Jay-Sean running up and down the field. See him warming up. Have not seen Kidna return from the locker room yet.
Yeah, I really hope that things aren't too serious with Kidna, but with how much time he's spending there now, hoping for the best for him.
Also interesting to see him go immediately to the locker room. Usually you don't see that Like he had he was awkwardly limping at right leg.
This would be huge for East if they could keep Oak Hills off the board here. Going to halftime tied up.
Stidham looks out to his left there on that one and threw that one to nobody.
Yeah, and that's just an issue you're going to have there with quarterbacks that don't have many snaps. You're not going to get every throw perfect. That time he was just way behind the receiver.
Yeah, pass intended for Glover there, and he was open, but Stidham tried to just get it away too quick.
It didn't really look like he was looking either. He looked at the last second, but
yeah, they're sticking to their bread and butter here. Just option, run right up the middle, and those screen passes haven't really looked deep at all.
41 seconds now. The clock is stopped with the incomplete pass. 3rd and 10, though, now for the Highlanders. Stidham takes the snap and flag down. Whistles blow.
I think that was a false start there.
And not good for the Highlanders. They'll have to back things up a little bit more. Put them even further away from the end zone.
Not making it any easier on themselves, especially with a quarterback that hasn't seen much throwing. Only 15 throwing attempts on the year. Or sorry, that's his rushing attempts. I don't even think he's had that many throwing attempts at all.
yeah, obviously something has happened with Max Supi.
Stidham and Parker in the backfield now. 40 seconds to go in the half. They have to work quick. Stidham, pressure coming. Stidham rolling out to his left. Lofts that one high. Has a man. Makes the catch. Was he in bounds?
I think that right foot was in. Man, that Oak Hills O-line did a great job to absorb that blitz there. Cohen Reap was coming flying up the middle, and they absorbed it. Wobbly pass, but great job by the receiver there to make the catch.
Yeah, referee does signal that it was a catch. He had that foot in bounds. So the Highlanders now inside the red zone. 1st and 10, but about 12, 13 yards to the end zone, trying to punch it in here.
Yeah, that was huge for Oak Hills.
Stidham takes a snap, looks out to his left. Parker couldn't bring that one in. Big hit laid on him after.
Yeah, and just can't hold on to the ball here. We've seen a few drops already. That's one good way to kill your offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Catch there, though, might not have got out of bounds, so not the worst thing in the world. Still 2nd and 10 to go for the first down, but 12 for the touchdown.
And unfortunate with those two main guys out on offense. You wonder if their playbook has been pretty limited so far. You wonder if they're going to drop anything creative here.
Interesting to see if they'll go with the run here. Obviously, their 3rd-string quarterback.
Stidham dropping back to pass, though. Stidham looking out to his left. Stidham will take off, trying to get out of bounds to stop that clock. Set up 3rd down. 23 seconds left in the half.
That's more great coverage from Lakota East. He hasn't found really anybody all night. Unfortunately, the line is, they're pressuring him, but he's been able to escape.
Yeah, and this O-line has really absorbed any blitzes from East so far. And, I mean, they probably don't want to settle for a field goal here. Like I said earlier, their kicker is 0-3 on the year for field goals. So they've probably hoped to punch it in here.
23 seconds left. 3rd down. Stidham, the lone man in the backfield, looking to pass here. Looking out to his right. Throws a pass across the middle. That one's caught by the tight end. He's in for the touchdown.
Big play there for Oak Hills. They're going to take the lead here going into halftime.
That's that big tight end, Jeremiah Triggs. It was a good throw by Stidham, too. Just unfortunate for Lakota East.
And way to hold on there by Triggs. He got hit, but he still brought that ball in.
Yeah, just unfortunate the Thunderhawks couldn't make the stop there. We'll definitely have some things to talk about during halftime, especially preparing Sandhar if Kidna isn't ready to go. Extra point up and good for the Highlanders. They'll take the lead 14-7. 18 seconds left in the half.
And I bet with East getting the ball first in the second half, they'll probably just kneel this one out. Give Kitna some time to rest there in the locker room if he is going to come back out, and get Sandhar some coaching.
You got to think, is East going to be able to come back in this game if Kitna's out?
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. The inexperience of Sandhar hasn't thrown a pass. Has been catching the snaps at punting duty, but that's about it.
Yeah, and he was a backup quarterback last year. I think he started in 1 or 2 games. Just the starting quarterback went out last year, but obviously hasn't run this offense at all this year. And they've already had their struggles scoring. You wonder how this is going to affect them.
Highlanders preparing to kick this one away. Thunderhawks most likely not going to try anything brash.
Yeah, and interesting to see, too, Soupy not being out there hasn't really affected Oak Hill's offense that much.
That one, squib kick up the middle, bounces over the head. That one's fielded, taken around the outside now. Tripped up and out of bounds. A lot after the play there on that one.
Not a bad return there.
And there's a flag down. We'll see if that one was on the anger after the play.
That was a good job by sophomore wide receiver Christopher Boyer. He fielded that and he took it for a couple yards. Wonder if East will get some more on this penalty.
Yeah, if they get the unsportsmanlike, they're not too far off from field goal range. They might try something short here. Just don't know how many options they have here with Kitna out.
Yeah, 14 seconds. Not sure if they're going to look to Sandar to pass. I wouldn't be surprised if they roll the dice with Hooks and see if he can break off a big run.
Yeah, screen pass maybe to the right. They've liked those so far this year. And here comes Sandar.
Ready to take the field at quarterback for the first time is Jay-Sean Sandhar, this junior. 3 men in the backfield. See what happens here. Sandhar dropping back, looks immediately out to his right, throws one down to Hooks. Nice pass there. Hooks has some room to run. Hooks taking it on the left side. He gets knocked down.
Needs to take a timeout here, stop the clock.
Thunderhawks do take a timeout there. 5.9 seconds left. Thunderhawks probably not quite in field goal range.
Yeah, and just like I thought, the screen pass there to the right. And
Whoa, what?
wonder here what this offense will dial up here. They're a little bit too far away just to run up the middle. Might see a carbon copy of what we saw last play, maybe to the other side. Short slant, something that Jay-Sean will be more comfortable with.
Yeah, just trying to get into field goal range here.
5.9 seconds. Thunderhawks out onto the field. Oh, it looks like Matthew Herr will be attempting the kick. This one's deep, 50 yards it looks like. This would be a heck of a kick here for the senior kicker.
Wow.
He's 1 for 1 as long as it's 26.
That kick is up, and that one has some air. Oh, very close. Very close.
Barely missed it.
Just short. That is a very gutsy call for field goal there, especially in high school. Don't see many outside the 30 at all.
That'll take us to the half.
Yeah. Welcome you back to the Hawks Nest. Coming out of the half here, Thunderhawks down 7 in the Hawks Nest on senior night. The storyline tonight, JT Kitna going out after a run on 4th down. Word from the sideline is that Kitna has something wrong with his ankle. He's doubtful to return.
And that really is a big blow for the Hawks. I mean, you don't have anybody else on this offense that has much experience under center. And, I mean, it's probably going to limit this offense a lot.
Curious to see how the backup plays.
Yeah, Jayshawn Sandhar, the snaps we saw before the end of the half were the first he's taken at quarterback all season. He's getting warmed up on the sideline now with Vogelman, his receiver.
And we saw he did complete a screen. He didn't look too uncomfortable back there. I mean, you just assume with someone like Kitna as your coach, even if you're not the starting quarterback, it still rubs off on you.
It's good to see Vogelman back on the field.
And
he looked shaken up after a big catch that got taken back.
Yeah, and another big storyline here on Oak Hill's side. We haven't seen Max Soupy at all. I mean, I don't think I've seen him since the first 3 plays of the game. I'm not really sure what happened to him out there.
Yeah, injury bug out for the big players tonight. Very unfortunate for both teams. Thunderhawks now warming up. Minute 40 left in the half. Thunderhawks had a decent first half, just letting in that last-second touchdown by the Highlanders.
Yeah, their defense has been playing pretty good, except for right up the middle, that D-line has just been weak. I wonder if they've made some adjustments during halftime, maybe subbing out personnel. They just haven't. They've had a lot of chances to get to the quarterback, but they just haven't executed on those chances.
Yeah, Oak Hills, even with their 3rd-string quarterback, they've been able to put points up when it matters.
And surprising, too, they've still been throwing the ball, and it's been pretty effective. I mean, the touchdowns that have come for Oak Hills have mostly been due to the passing end they've had on those 3rd down, those important plays. We saw it to the tight end at the end of the half. Really hasn't limited them much, not having there's 2 quarterbacks.
Down on the field now, Sandhar warming up with other quarterback, Logan Cole, the sophomore. He'll be backing up Sandhar if anything were to happen to him. Still no sign of JT Kitna out on the field, so it looks like Sandhar will be the guy for the Thunderhawks. At least for now.
Great chance for him to prove himself here. He's been pretty good at punting, so we hope that rubs off on his quarterback play as well.
Yeah, and of course has Ryder Hooks in his back pocket. Hooks has been consistent. He's a good guy to look to if Sandhar isn't consistent in the passing game.
Hooks great at finding open holes. They have done a decent job at stopping him, but he has found the open field a few times, and obviously he's always a threat on this offense.
Yeah, Sandhar just not really experienced. It'll be interesting to see if he'll kind of make the throws or make the right reads.
Definitely lucky that East gets the ball first here in the second half. Definitely don't want to give Oak Hills' hot offense a chance. They've had some very long drives so far.
Hooks and Jones back to return for the Thunderhawks. We'll be seeing Sandhar quickly here on this one, a chance to prove himself.
Yeah, if Lakota East is able to capitalize on this possession, score a touchdown, tie the game, that'll be a huge motivation and momentum boost for them.
Yeah, and not to mention with that quarterback hasn't played at all yet this season. If he can go down and score on his first drive, that'd be huge.
That one's up and away. Hooks runs up to field it. Hooks will take this one out. Running around the outside. Hooks with a big burst of speed. Hooks still going. This is his best return of the season. Hooks still going. One man to beat. Hooks cutting back inside now, and he finally goes down. What a run back from Ryder Hooks.
And man, it looks like it took no time at all for Hooks to become a huge factor in this game. Obviously, Kitna out. He's going to have to step up his game, and he didn't take any time at all to do that.
That's a massive return by Hooks there. It'll make Jayshawn Sandhar's job a little bit easier.
Already almost in field goal range. They already tried from the 32, which was interesting to see, and he wasn't even far off. So,
yeah, and you can't ask for more there from your star running back, taking that one Picked up a ton of yardage there.
Obviously going to give him a second to rest here.
Sandhar now faking the snap, takes his first snap, quick handoff, running around the outside and nowhere to run. He's brought down behind the line.
And just nowhere to go there. I mean, Oak Hills saw it all the way through.
Yeah, that's Chauncey Peck. That's only his 8th rush on the season. Tried to extend it to the outside. Nothing was opening up there. But Hooks is back on the field now, and he's definitely fired up after that return.
Yeah, East is probably going to lean on the rush here, just trying to get Sandhar settled into the game.
Yeah, might see a few short screen passes like we saw at the end of the half. Just get him comfortable back there.
Sandhar now the lone man in the backfield. Looks like they're going to pass on this one. Takes a snap, looking out to his left. Sandhar lofts that one high. Nice catch made. Picked up a couple yards on the play.
Christopher Boyer, another play. He's had a couple of big plays, and he's kind of emerged. That was an amazing catch over his head, a wobbly throw. I don't know how he brought that one in, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say, Boyer, that's just his second catch on the season, but that was a really nice grab.
3rd down and 9 now to go already for the Thunderhawks. And that one's a handoff to Hooks. Hooks bounces off the outside, but doesn't pick up much.
Bring up 4th down. You wonder if they'll go for it, try to get some momentum here. They are pretty far. I mean, for just a random field goal, they are pretty far out, so.
You got to remember, though, before the half, her attempted one from 50 and almost went in. So maybe not too unreasonable here, but it is 4th down.
Maybe try to get him to jump.
Sandhar takes the snap. He's dropping back, looking out to his right. Lofts that one high for Vogelman, but pass broken up by McChristian.
Man, that one was not far off from being a big play there.
It's just a great play by the cornerback, able to knock it away. It was a nice throw, just a nice play.
Yeah, I think that was Owen McChristian on the coverage there. He has an interception and 5 pass breakups, so.
And we've said his name a couple times tonight.
Yeah, and this defense against the pass is just pretty good all around.
Unfortunate the Thunderhawks couldn't capitalize on the big run back from Hooks, but Sandhar now a time now to compose himself, talk some things over there. The Thunderhawk defense out to work.
Interesting formation here.
A lot of movement there on the play. Stidham hands that one off to Parker. Parker run up the middle. Solid stop by the Thunderhawk defense.
We saw that a lot in the first half. They love that out of the shotgun, just run right up the middle to Parker. And Parker, with his big 6'3" frame, he just runs over everybody pretty much.
Yeah, East just has to do a better job of stopping that up-the-gut kind of run. If they're able to do that, they've looked pretty good defensively. It's just that run game that's kind of tore them up a little bit.
And it looks like they've swapped out Wyatt Pleasant for Marcus Osner up the middle. Trying to change things up here.
Highlanders on 2nd and 6 here. Again, the handoff goes to Parker. Parker around the outside. Another stop by the Thunderhawk defense to set up 3rd down.
That was a nice tackle. Able to stand him up and stop him before he got the first down.
Big hit, but still too many yards allowed on that one. This will make it a pretty easy 3rd down.
You have to expect kind of just a run up the middle here. It's what's been working.
3rd and 1 now for the Highlanders.
He's stacking the box here, trying to stop that.
Fakes the handoff to Parker, and that one's up to Triggs. Triggs there has some room to run, beats out Miranda. Triggs still going around the left side. Neal makes the tackle on his legs and stops him, but there is a flag down.
I was going to say that flag came out.
I wonder if this one's coming back. Unfortunate.
It looks like it is.
Yeah, we've seen a few times. Triggs has just gotten open. It looks like this defense kind of forgets about him, and there he was, wide open there on the left.
And the call is a legal man downfield on the offense, so it looks like that one will be coming back for the Highlanders.
It was a nice play call, though, by Oak Hills. You know, they've been running it up the gut all night. East obviously trying to stop that run, and it was just a wide open tight end.
Yeah, and another one of those screens. So we've seen a lot from Oak Hills. It's pushed them back a lot.
And no real deep shots taken by Oak Hills. They converted on that 3rd and 15 that set up their touchdown before the halftime. But, yeah, nothing really thrown downfield from Oak Hills.
Highlanders now a 3rd and 1 that went for big gain to a 3rd and 6 now. Highlanders have to try to convert again.
Strange here. It looks like East subbed out their 2 interior linemen. They are going with only 3 linemen here. Stuffing the middle with Davis Teague.
Stidham dropping back on this one. Pressure coming. Stidham dropping that one
There's a
deep.
deep shot.
And that one just overthrown from Stidham.
First real deep shot we've seen from Stidham. And man, if he could have got him in stride, I don't know, though. I think Cruz had pretty good coverage on that one.
Yeah, it was good coverage, just barely overthrown.
Pass intended for Wheeler. They looked to him a couple of times tonight.
Interesting to see who we see here at punter. It looks like
I think it's Triggs back there to punt it away. Snap taken, puts that one up, and that's a solid punt. Fair catch called. Catch made.
That was a good stand by Lakota East defense. Very fortunate with the penalty, but it was a nice job.
Yeah, interesting there. Good punt. The designated punter for this Oak Hills team is Max Soupy, but obviously Soupy hasn't been on the field, so.
And that one was actually Kornman there on the punt. Listed on the roster as a quarterback, but solid punt there.
Deshaun coming out again. He didn't look too bad last drive. He looked pretty confident back there.
Yeah, Sandar, lone man in the backfield here now as well. See if they trust him to pass again. Hooks will motion up to join by his side now. Sandar immediately completes that one across to Neal. Neal making some guys miss. Neal with some room to run almost.
Yeah, that was a lot of work there. It looks like Neal just couldn't get vertical there. He was just horizontal up and down the field, but he made like 7 guys miss on that one. I'm not sure how he did that.
Yeah, I mean, if he just hit that edge, he would have been gone, but good open field tackle.
Good throw by Jay-Sean, too. Just quick out. Not looking too flustered out there.
2nd and 6 to go. I would agree with that completely. Sandhar looking very composed at quarterback. This one is a handoff to Hooks up the middle. Not much gain there on that one.
Yeah, they haven't been afraid to call pass plays, even with, you know, the backup quarterback coming in, having no reps before this game, but they still believe in the pass.
Yeah, especially just right out the gate. First play he was even in for was a screen pass, so obviously both these quarterbacks have been working hard during the season, and Jay-Sean looks like he was ready to come in whenever he needed to.
3rd down and 2 to go now for the Thunderhawks. The middle of their own territory. Trying to convert here to keep this drive alive. Sandar looking immediately out to his right. Sandar steps up in the pocket, throws one over the middle, and that one's intercepted. Oak Hills going the other way with that ball. Getting it down to the 20. He still hasn't been tackled, and he's finally brought down from behind at the Thunderhawk 15-yard line.
There's Anthony Young, his first interception. Some pushing going on after this play.
Yeah, flag down now. A little bit of extracurriculars. Referees trying to separate things out.
Jay-Sean wasn't scared to take a shot there and just overthrew Neal there, and it was just right into that safety's hands.
Unfortunately, just straight over his head, right into Anthony Young's hands.
It's unfortunate, just something that's probably going to come with a backup quarterback here. Still, though, surprising to see him not scared to roll out, make a throw. That took some guts there.
Looks like that penalty was called on Oak Hills. So the interception will stand, but they'll be backed up a little bit further than they would maybe like.
Now, this is going to be a tall task for East here.
And just unfortunate there from Sandhar. Just lofted it over, intended it for Neal, and just into the wrong hands on that one.
Yeah, kind of got tipped up there by the receiver trying to make the catch, and can't win them all.
Yeah, despite the interception, you know, they're putting a lot of trust in him. They've been letting him sling it.
Stidham now on the quarterback keeper. Takes it up the middle for a little gain.
Oak Hills just keeps getting that big push whenever they run right up the middle. East has tried a lot of things, and just nothing has been good enough to stop it. And it's also very tiring for a D line when you're constantly getting run on 4, 5, 6 yards of play. You lose a lot of hope in yourself there, and you lose a lot of stamina doing that.
Yeah, Oak Hills just kind of been able to kind of dictate the flow of the game through the ground game.
Stidham now, hand off to Parker, and Parker stopped up. Nice play there by the Thunderhawk defense.
Nowhere to go that time.
Yeah, rare tackle for a loss. Haven't seen much of that. Parker was kind of stuffed up from the get-go. I wonder if that was some missed blocking assignments there on the left side of the line.
Thunderhawk defense stepping up here, trying to make sure the Highlanders don't get into the end zone after the interception. 3rd and 6 to go now for the Highlanders. Thunderhawks looking for a stop.
And watch out for this tight end.
It's another big 3rd down.
Stidham takes a snap, immediately looks out towards Triggs, but he'll take off. He picks up the 1st down, but flagged down. Man down in the backfield.
That one looked like some holding.
Yeah, it's probably coming back.
Again, we've seen it a lot from Oak Hills. A lot of big plays just negated by these penalties.
Looks like a Thunderhawk down there, and Bobby Stidham, the lineman, a little limp as well.
Oak Hills lineman, yeah, at 77, he's hobbling off the field.
With the injury, we'll take a quick timeout. Back here after the quick timeout, an official there actually injured on that one, but was able to get up. Hope everything's fine with him there. That accounted for the quick stoppage in play.
Yeah, never want to see one of those stripe guys go down. They're not padded at all, so.
Highlanders now ready to take the field. Got a free timeout there almost to talk some things over. So we'll see what they go with here on 3rd and 16 to go.
Once again, Triggs looks like he's expecting the ball.
Stidham looks out to his left, and Stidham wants to take off again. Pressure coming by Pleasant. Stidham rolling out to the right. Stidham lofts that one across the middle. That one tipped, almost intercepted by Neal.
What a wild play that was. Looked like it was going to get intercepted, but barely had a reach for Zion. Tip Zion Neal.
Yeah, not the best decision there by Stidham. Trying to make a play. We've seen him a few times make those awkward throws. We saw in the red zone earlier, but not really working.
Looks like they will be switching out personnel. The punting unit will come out for the Highlanders. Very awkward spot to punt from.
Yeah, we did see a good punt earlier.
East defense showing some resilience. 2 back-to-back stops.
Cornman puts that one up, and that's a great punt. Will it roll into the end zone? Oh my goodness, what a phenomenal punt by Brady Cornman.
Wow.
That was incredible. That is textbook of what you want to do on a punt there. Perfect backspin.
By a backup, too. And that was perfect.
That's arguably the best punt I've seen all season from any team. That was phenomenal work there.
Yeah, and this is definitely not what you want as a unexperienced Jay Sean back at quarterback. You're backed up in your own end zone. You have to worry about getting a safety. Definitely going to see a run up the middle to Hooks here to try to get some room.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. Sandhar is backed up very, very deep in his own end zone. So that pressure will be even more. Thunderhawks trot out onto the field. Sandhar in shotgun formation. Takes a snap, and he'll go on the keeper on that one. Sandhar picking up a couple yards, give him a little bit of breathing room.
Dangerous back there.
It was a pretty good play call, though, just trying to get some yards, put some trust into Jay-Sean.
I think you just give it to your trusted halfback here, though. I think let Ryder get you some yards, give yourself a little bit of room, maybe if you want to pass it on third down or even just to get the first down.
Yeah, very gutsy. It's called shotgun quarterback sneak on the 2.
Again in shotgun formation here for the Thunderhawks. Sandhar next to Hooks in the backfield. Sandhar again looking to pass. Sandhar looking out to his left, has a man. Catch made by Boyer on the sideline.
Oh,
Knocked out of bounds. Anger from the Thunderhawk fans here with what seemed like a late hit.
I think as much as that one looked dirty, I think he was still in bounds when he got hit, so I don't think a flag is warranted on that one. Once again, though, Boyer not seeing the field a lot this year. Another great play.
yeah, he stepped up big time.
Thunderhawks now with a fresh set of downs. Sandhar again in the backfield. Fakes the handoff to Hooks. Sandhar rolling out to his right, completes that one to McFarland. McFarland for some more yardage.
Looks like Jay-Sean's getting a little comfortable back there. 2 completions in a row.
That's a nice job by East, able to work out their own end zone.
Yeah, surprising. You really don't think someone is unexperienced in that situation, they're going to get you out of there, but great job by Jay-Sean to keep his composure and get him out of that tough situation.
Yeah, obviously unfazed from his interception. He's been throwing it really well.
Sandhar again throws that one over to Hooks, and Hooks has some room. Flag down, though. Hooks trying for a stiff arm. Picks up the first down if the call stands.
I don't know. I didn't see any holding there. And looks like there's going to be another flag. I think there was some unsportsmanlike conduct from the east sideline after that play.
That's definitely not what you want. This Thunderhawk sideline has been very talked about all season, gotten a couple penalties called on them.
Yeah, and with this penalty, you're probably going to be backed up right where you were before.
Yeah, just can't do that on a big play like that.
What a great run by Hooks there. That's just going to be, looks like, taken away. Like one of the penalties was on the defense.
It looked like maybe personal foul they called on the Highlanders. Referee's picking up the other
I
flag.
think the penalties are going to offset here.
Surprising that one came from the Highlanders. Didn't really change anything, but the ball is backed up now. Now it's moving back forward. A little bit of miscommunication between the referees.
I think there was a holding call on the offense and an unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense there, so I think they offset and the play will stand for a first down.
Took a minute for them to get that one figured out, but yeah, it does result in a first down for the Thunderhawks, so they'll continue moving on.
It was a really nice run by Ryder Hooks there.
Yeah, Hooks is very dangerous when he gets to that outside with those DBs trying to take him down. He might not be the biggest running back, but he runs like he's the biggest running back out there.
Sandhar has been very composed so far for this being his first game at quarterback. He's looked like that guy.
Yeah, he's not shaken at all by the interception either. Still throwing confidently. Looks like a veteran out there.
Handoff now to Hooks, and Hooks taking around the left side again. Fighting through some defenders, picks up a few on the play.
Yeah, you'll definitely take those. 4 yards is all you need. 3 of those, and you get a first down. So,
And Hooks showing that toughness that he has.
yeah, and looks like they're going to go hurry up here.
2nd and 5 to go now for the Thunderhawks. They did get up to that line quite quickly. Again, the handoff goes to Hooks. Hooks a little hesitation. Doesn't get quite as many yards on that run.
Still, though, making this one a third and short. Opening up the playbook for Easter on 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and very manageable for the Thunderhawks. Quite a few options they could go with here.
I wonder if they'll go right back to Hooks. I mean, it's worked the last 2 plays. They only need 2, so.
Sandhar takes that one, and it's a design quarterback keeper. Sandhar stopped up at the line, not even close to first down yardage.
Yeah, that whole left side of that O-line just collapsed on that one. He had no shot.
They tried that keeper again that they ran on the 2. Just didn't work that time.
Looks like we're going to see East's first punt of the game.
Looks like Sandhar will stay out on the field, obviously since he's the punter. And everybody is stacked up here on this one, Michigan-esque, as Vogelman sends them all into place. Vogelman maybe trying to get him to jump. Sandhar looking back towards the sideline. Takes the snap, puts that one up and away, and that's a solid punt. Takes a favorable east bounce, rolls out of bounds, about the Oak Hills 25-yard line.
I was wondering if they would try and fake it there, but they just punted away. It was a really good punt.
Yeah, East loves their very odd and tricky punt formations. Usually they have Kitna back there even.
Yeah, it makes it very fun to watch.
Yeah, typically Kitna is in the role of snapping the ball since he's so good with that hard count, but Vogelman taking over tonight, and I think he was in last game against West as well. Yeah.
See if this East defense can stop this Oak Hills offense. They looked a lot better against the run up the middle here since the second half, so see if they can continue that.
Highlanders taking over their own 26-yard line. Immediately go to Parker, and Parker beats 2 guys. Flag down.
Big tackle there by Reap. Wonder if this one will be holding.
Yeah, they've been leaning on DeMar Parker all game. He's been able to get a lot of yards for Oak Hills.
And spot on there with the call. It was holding on the Highlanders, so that one will be backed up, unfortunately for them.
A lot of penalties this game, really from both sides.
Yeah, and once again, this Oak Hills offense, they have good plays, and then they just hold, and it just gets negated, and they're right back, 10 yards further back than they started this drive.
Yeah, unfortunate couple big plays taken back for the Highlanders. That one not too big, but still backs them up in their own territory.
What if they go to the pass here?
Still in the backfield. Takes the snap, immediately looks out to his right, throws that one. So he was a little in front of his receiver, and that one was no good.
Yeah, Stidham's kind of been throwing it behind his receivers kind of all game, making it hard for his receivers to kind of make the catch and get yards.
Yeah, and obviously he's more designed to be a running back and a linebacker, so throwing the ball, very surprising to see him throwing the ball this much, especially with a lead here and how well the run up the middle has been working. They love those screen passes, though, and they love getting their guys into the open field.
2nd and 18 now for the Highlanders.
Triggs is out there. Favorite target there, the quarterback.
Stidham takes that one. He's dropping back, looking to pass. Pleasant on the pressure. Stidham puts that one across the middle, but couldn't haul it in.
Another drop. We've seen a lot of drops from this Oak Hills receiving core, and I think it's just a result of a lot of receivers who aren't usually starting on the field getting thrown in there.
Yeah, and that was Glover, the intended target. I think he dropped one earlier tonight as well.
Yeah, I think the throw was a little bit in front of him, but yeah, I kind of thought he would have that one.
Third and long now for the Highlanders.
East crowd getting loud here.
Stidham taking this one, looking to pass here. Stidham wanted to go deep, doesn't have a man. Stidham throwing that one out, and that one is up at about the original line of scrimmage.
Good catch, not enough, and wouldn't be surprised to see him punt here.
Yeah, this East defense has really played great this second half. It's just the offense hasn't been able to do anything, but you got to think maybe 1 or 2 offensive scores, and East could have this game.
Yeah, for sure, and especially with, seems like Jay-Sean's just getting better as he gets more settled back there, so.
The defense providing a lot of the momentum.
Corman puts that one up, not quite as good there on that one. That one takes an unfavorable bounce for the Highlanders. Rolls down to about the Thunderhawk 42.
And not as good as that first punt or the second punt. He's looked pretty good. That was bad backspin on that punt.
East with favorable field position here.
15.6 seconds remaining in the quarter. Thunderhawks are going to have to start working a little quicker if they want a chance to win this game.
Yeah, and all of these drives, Oak Hills included, there's just been so much running, this clock just winds down, and you kind of lose track of how fast it's running. And at this point, it's already almost the fourth quarter. So, I mean, if East doesn't start doing something now, they're going to run out of time.
Sandhar and the Thunderhawk offense back out on the field, ready to work. Sandhar takes that one, immediately looks down to Vogelman. Low pass, Vogelman had to dip down for it, trying to fight for more yardage afterwards, but didn't really get much.
That was a great job by Vogelman, able to make the grab and then fight for, it wasn't a lot of yards, but he really fought for those.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of screens since Sandhar's come in. Just not very much blocking to get that one sprung up into the open field.
Yeah, the line really has to step up if they want East to put some points on the board.
And that will end our third quarter here from the Hawks Nest. We'll take a quick break. We'll join you back in a second. And we're back in the Hawks Nest after the end of the third quarter. Thunderhawks have a chance here, this possession, to tie things up. 2nd and 9 to go for the Thunderhawks. They hand it off to Hooks, and Hooks still doesn't get anything on the run.
Yeah, it looks like Oak Hills has adjusted to expect that run up the middle. Still, though, East, like we said before, needs to pick up this pace. They don't have all the time in the world.
Yeah, coming into the game, you know, we kind of thought Ryder Hooks would have just chew up tons of yards, but Oak Hill's defense has really stepped it up, stopping the run. It's really put a halt on this Lakota East offense.
Yeah, and that's something we expected. Oak Hill's allowing around 190 yards on the ground per game. So
Sandhar again in the backfield with Hooks to his right. Dropping back to pass on this one, looking out to his right. Sandhar puts that one up in the air for Neal, and that one's intercepted by the Highlanders. McChristian on the run back on that one, and he's been having himself a heck of a night.
Yeah. Once again, I think Jay-Sean maybe even a little too overconfident there, try to fit it in too small of a window, and not the end of the world, though. They are only down by 1, and this East defense has been playing great.
Yeah, you got to commend the Thunderhawk defense and how well they've been doing, how many opportunities they've been giving the offense. Offense maybe just needs to step it up a little bit. Difficult, though, with the backup quarterback in.
Yeah, I think that's just the inexperience showing, but as he goes along in this game and maybe throughout the season, I think he's going to get a lot better.
It's very hard for someone, especially not playing at all this year so far, trying to immediately go into a very pass-heavy offense, one that's led by a really good quarterback. Hard to follow in that guy's footsteps.
Yeah, especially when your team is down and needs, a touchdown to get back into the game.
Parker on the run up the middle there. You got to imagine the Highlanders are going to try to run as much as they can to just try to burn this clock.
Yeah, but they're going to need more than that. I mean, we saw earlier in the first half, all these runs up the middle were getting 4, 5, 6 yards, and now it's kind of been dialed back a bit, and Parker's been kind of stopped a little bit.
Yeah, Thunderhawks have definitely made some good adjustments to stop Parker. He hasn't had those big runs like we saw early in the game.
And I'd imagine another run up the middle coming here.
Highlanders now on 2nd and 7. Indeed it is. Parker, though, taking around the outside. Again, a nice stop by the Thunderhawk defense. Clock does continue to run, though.
Yeah, this would be a big stop here. They're out of field goal range. Hard to punt here, even though we did see that beautiful punt earlier. More than likely would roll out of the end zone. If they could stop him here, that would be huge for their team.
Yeah, East doing a great job of just generating third downs and able to capitalize off of some missed throws.
I don't like how far off these corners are playing on these receivers.
Stidham on the keeper on that one, and he finds some room. He loses the ball at the end of that play. There were Thunderhawks in the area. Did they recover it?
It looked like it bounced right into the linebacker's hands, but I think, not sure.
Still waiting for the call from the referees. Oak Hills are confident they have it.
Yeah, I think the ref just signaled Oak Hills is going to keep it.
Oh. Yeah, it really looked like East was going to recover that fumble.
Yeah, I think what
Just
happened on that
unfortunate.
one is the two linebackers in the area, they ran into each other instead of running into the ball, so.
Yeah, they recovered that. That would have been a huge play for them, but unfortunate.
Also unfortunate, the Highlanders do pick up a first down on that one. Again, we see this motion play from Oak Hills.
Saw it
More
earlier.
motion
Should be a
still.
screen.
There it is. Stidham gets it down. Nice stop made, though, by the Thunderhawk defense.
And on the outside, East has been pretty good. They've been pretty good at making those open field tackles. It's just up the middle. They just keep allowing those medium yardage gains, and they're killing them.
That was actually Vogelman there trying to wrap up and make the play. Haven't seen much defense from him all year. Interesting they have him back there tonight.
Yeah, we also see Neal a lot there on that defense, which we usually don't see as much of, but I mean, it's been working so far.
Stidham now in his backfield with Parker behind him. And it is a handoff to Parker up the middle. Gets a lot on that one. More push coming from the offensive line.
That's one of Parker's bigger runs here in the second half. East doing a really good job stopping him. That time, though, he's able to pick up around 5.
Yeah, I should go up in those GMC rushing yards. He's 6th before this game, and I mean, he's really, with Soupy out, he's taken a lot of that load off of the quarterback, and
It's obvious they had to switch up their game plan, and it's been working.
Highlanders now on 3rd and 5 to go. Stidham takes this one, and again on the keeper, has a lot of room to run, and he'll slide down.
smart play there by Stidham. He's been running pretty upright so far, so smart to take a slide there, not worry about another fumble there.
Yeah, that's Stidham's running ability. He's listed as a running back. He's 6'3", 191 pounds. He's a hard runner. He's a hard guy to take down. Especially putting him at quarterback, they're able to call those read option plays and get him to work so well.
Highlanders now drive still alive. Stidham pitches this one out to Parker, and tackle couldn't be made. Parker on the outside to pick up some yards.
Once again, 5-yard carry. Unable to stop this pretty strong run, but at least it went out of bounds, stopped the clock.
And another unfortunate part about the interception earlier is that Thunderhawks defense didn't quite get that rest they probably needed, so they're a little worn out here. And the Highlanders using that to their advantage as they continue to drive the ball.
Yeah, East needs to make a big stop here. Cannot afford to go down 2 scores.
Yeah, bend don't break philosophy down this far on their own side of the field.
Stidham fakes the handoff to Parker. Pressure brought quickly, gets it down to Triggs, and Triggs brought down hard by Cruz.
That was a really nice tackle by Cruz there. Didn't know if he caught it or not. I mean, he did, but Cruz able to just...
Yeah, it looks like Cohen Reap came in there with a bunch of pressure. Almost got to the quarterback before he even got that screen out, but he stumbled.
Yeah, Stidham's actually done a great job tonight avoiding the pressure. It looked like a couple of almost sacks that he's been able to roll out of and actually make some plays out of.
Oak Hills kicker being 0 for 3 in field goals. You got to wonder if they don't pick up this 3rd down, they're either going to kick it or go for it.
And triple option formation. Earlier, though, we did see a pass out of this to the tight end.
Fakes the handoff up the middle, and he's got Triggs, and that one's intercepted by Andy Vogelman.
Very big play for East. Tough field position, though, but that was a huge play.
Yeah, had he just intercepted that one a few inches further back, it would have at least gotten the ball to the 20. Looks like a carbon copy of where they started to drive a couple times ago, but
Bend, but don't break. Like you were saying, Max, it's exactly what they did.
yeah, and great heads-up play there by Vogelman. A receiver using his hands there on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, impressive stuff by Vogelman. Typically, we see him catching the ball on the offense. They're catching the ball on the defense and giving the Thunderhawks a great opportunity here with 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this game.
Well, it was a great pass deflection, and he was just able to get his hands under it. It was a nice play.
Yeah, and it was a carbon copy of the play they ran earlier that got a touchdown. This time they read it, saw it coming, tipped it up, and got the interception.
Sandhar again back in his own end zone. Sandhar dropping back on this one. Sandhar looking deep for Neal. Neal trying to make a catch for it. McChristian was all over him, but no call by the referees.
I thought I saw a little pass interference there, a little tugging on the jersey, but
Yeah.
no flag thrown.
Very surprised with that one. I think he definitely got there before the ball got there. There was a lot of tugging on the jersey. It's just hard to make that call as a ref lifetime.
Yeah. A lot of unhappy fans after that non-call.
Second down now for the Thunderhawks, still in their own end zone. We'll see if they want to look deep again with Sandhar here.
Wasn't a bad throw last time, just a lot of contact on the receiver.
Sandhar gets that one out across and dangerous territory there, but brought out of bounds.
Very interesting that, they're at the 1 and they got their backup quarterback in, that they decided to go deep and then throw a screen. Interesting play calls.
Yeah, I don't like that play call at all, to be honest. I think you're trying to throw a screen out there when there's so many guys out there. That has big chance to be a safety. I think you use Ryder in that situation, get a few more yards, get some room, and then throw on third down.
Well, maybe the philosophy is Oak Hills is looking for that run. You might be able to catch them lacking deep.
Third down now, 8 to go for the Thunderhawks. Sandhar looking to pass on this one, looks immediately out again and overthrows his man out of bounds.
Man, and that one was almost right to the receiver. He just couldn't bring that one in there, Elijah Perry.
Most likely see a punt here.
And just unfortunate there, they go 3 and out.
Yeah, unable to capitalize off the very clutch interception.
And with that, only 5 minutes and 38 seconds remaining. You're going to have to make a stop fast here if they want a chance.
Sandhar way back here in the shadow of his own goalpost.
Better be some good blocking or else this one not going to be pretty.
Sandhar does get the blocking, puts that one high up in the air, not super deep. Fielded, looks like a fair catch was made.
Not a bad punt out of his own end zone, 40 yards.
Yeah, that could have been a whole lot worse.
Especially out of their field goal kicker's range. Good opportunity here for East to make a stop. They did it last drive. Let's see if they can do it again.
You got to wonder, though, how many more stops does this defense have left in them? They've bailed out the offense time and time again. The offense needs to put their share in.
Yeah, and how much time does this defense have left to make stops? I mean, we've said it a lot, but this Oak Hills team is just running the ball, and it's running so much time off this clock.
Highlanders will take over the Thunderhawk 40-yard line. Stidham with Parker behind him.
Looking like their favorite run up the middle play here.
They give it to Parker. Bounces to the outside on this one. Picks up about 5 on the play.
Just good blocking from Oak Hills there. They were just pushing back. And if you're East, you have to expect a run there, and you got to commit everyone.
Yeah, and you just have to give credit to this defense. They have stopped them a lot better in the second half, but I mean, you're stopping the run for this long, you're going to be tired out. They have been switching out their defensive linemen, but there's little you can do when these drives last this long, and they're running it up the gut every play.
Highlanders now on 2nd and 5. Fake handoff there from Stidham. Stidham will keep it himself, take it around the outside. Spin move there for the first down. That clock keeps on running.
Stidham again shows how strong of a runner he is. That read option has been one of their favorite places to go to, and it works again there. They get a first down. Not looking good for East here. That keeps the clock running as well.
Oak Hills running the ball really well this game, something they really haven't done all year. But against this East defense, they've been somewhat running all over them, but East has been able to stop them.
And it looked like this offense didn't even take a breath while losing their 2 starting quarterbacks. So
Stidham there, handoff to Parker. Parker fighting for some more yardage. He's been very consistent tonight.
Yeah, very fortunate they've been able to lean on their guy, DeMar Parker. He's kind of been their whole offense.
Definitely a workhorse. Seems like they go run up the middle, maybe a screen, and then right back to Parker again. I mean, for him to still have this much juice, you wonder if he gets stronger as this game goes on. That was one of the first real short stops we've seen. A lot of them have just been stops from 4 or 5 yards out.
Yeah, I mean, he has to be tired by now. Maybe East can force a fumble, force a hit, something.
The Thunderhawks are at the point where they almost need a turnover here. Again, they look to Parker, and Parker still got a lot of juice in him there as he takes that one around the outside.
And they stack the box, like literally everyone on the inside, and still Parker finds some room somehow. Smart to take a timeout here, talk it over.
Yep. Timeout there. We'll join you back in just a moment. Back here in the Hawks Nest after the quick break. 3rd down, 4 to go for the Highlanders. A chance here, nearly almost maybe, to get this game away, put this game away. Thunderhawk defense looking to get a big-time stop here.
Stacking the box. Got to stop this run on 3rd down.
Stidham takes that one, hands it off to Parker. Parker on the outside. Parker's got some room to run. Did he get there?
I think he did.
Looks like he did. And that's Parker again, the 1st down run.
At least it stopped the clock, though.
Finally, after some talking, the referees do signal for a 1st down.
Yeah, and I really thought Parker stumbled on that one. East was going to be able to make a play, but Parker's just been so good all day. He's just so consistent, averaging about 5 yards a carry.
Yeah, he's just been the guy for this Oak Hills offense.
Highlanders now taking over 1st down. Stidham keeps that one himself, tries to do some hesitation. A lot of guys chasing him down. Stidham taken down in the backfield.
Timeout taken smart. That is a huge play. That knocks them out of their own field goal range.
Yes, Stidham kind of looking like he was trying to do too much, but he just falls down and gets wrapped up.
Man, it looked like East was trying to punch out that ball. Not the smartest play there by Stidham. A little bit of a mistake there, a rare one that we've seen from Stidham today.
Yeah, he's been really good today. You got to wonder if, Oak Hills is even in field goal range here. Their kicker has not made a field goal all year.
Yeah, I mean, a field goal is really all the Highlanders need with this amount of time left. But like you said, not a consistent field goal kicker at all. All of his extra points have been very low, so I don't even think this is close to his range.
Yeah, especially at the end of a game like this, trying to seal it, a lot of pressure on you. If you haven't made a field goal all game, I don't trust my kicker in this situation.
And that's kind of been what's restricting this offense because they've driven down the field, but it's like touchdown or nothing.
Highlanders on 2nd and 16. Head back out onto the field. Stidham and Parker, the dynamic duo in the backfield we've seen all night. And the pitch goes to Parker. Parker trying to stiff arm a man. Tackle made, though. Flag down.
Good stop there. I'm not sure who the corner was there, but he grabbed him and made sure he couldn't get away until Cohen Reap, their linebacker, cleaned it up at the end.
Yeah, really nice wrap tackle there. East has been struggling wrapping up these runners today, but that was a great job. We'll have to see what the flag is, though.
Yeah, this is another hole that would be great for East, but you wonder if they would decline it just to get it to 3rd down, save time.
Yeah, I'd have to imagine they probably would decline it if it is a hold. see referee going over to talk to Coach Kitna now. Coach Kitna beckoning him over, rather.
Oak Hills is backing up.
And give some credit to this defense, not letting that injury of their quarterback stop their momentum at all. I mean, they've been bend don't break pretty much the whole game, haven't allowed a touchdown yet in the second half.
Yeah, they've really come out here in the second half and just played great. Oak Hill's not able to really do anything on offense. It's just with JT Kitna out, it's kind of put a hold on the East offense.
Referee still trying to sort this one out. Still a little bit of a conversation with head coach John Kitna here on the sideline. Looks like that one will be called on Oak Hills, and the Thunderhawks do decline it to make it 3rd down and 16 to go.
Smart. This is going to be a big stop. I mean, I would imagine Oak Hills rather doesn't try a pass. It's too risky at this point. So I think that you stack the box, anticipate the run, and get a stop here.
You have to be looking for the run here.
Got to be careful though. A few times they've stacked the box up the middle, and Parker breaks something to the outside. So really just got to, I don't know, execute everywhere on this defense right now.
Just make a play.
Got to wonder what the Highlanders will draw up if they don't get the 3rd down conversion here. You got to imagine they're going to go for it.
Yes, especially the way kind of the East offense hasn't really done anything in the second half. They might feel like, you know, they're so far down the field, they might as well go for it.
This is a really awkward position when you don't have a kicker that can really make field goals, because in other situations you would just take a field goal here, but they're kind of at a spot where it's just too awkward to punt. It would almost be an automatic touchback, but
And
also don't really want to go for it.
That's kind of the problem with not having really a reliable kicker.
Highlanders back out now. 3rd down, 16 to go after the penalty. We'll see what the Highlanders have drawn up here for this 3rd and long.
I would watch a screen to the
Stidham there actually takes that one himself and picks up a lot of yardage there. Spun down at the end of the play. This one makes for an interesting call for the Highlanders offensive coordinator.
That was a huge open field tackle by Cohen Reap. And it looks like we have someone shaken up here.
Pleasant there down. The unfortunate loss. Looks like maybe he's just cramping up, but he's made some plays tonight.
Yeah.
Cramp's not something unusual here when you've been on. This defense has been out here for almost 10 minutes just on this drive. Not a lot of clock been wasted, but just so much time in between these plays.
Very interesting to see what Oak Hill's going to do here. It is a 4th down and 10, so it's going to be really hard to pick this up. But kicker is warming up on the sideline.
I mean, it would make sense to try it. He is pretty good on his extra points, but this is way further than an extra point. And you just wonder, maybe they try a screen pass. They've liked it to the tight end. It's worked. But it also has been picked off once. So it's going to be hard to come up with a play here that gets them 1st down.
Yeah, whatever they decide to call, East is going to have to step up, not let them get a 1st down, do not let them get a field goal, give their offense a chance.
Yeah, I think if you're East here, you stack that box and keep your corners back, some cushion, make sure they don't get those receivers don't get a 1st down. Get this ball and see what you can do with it.
You got to be worried about, you know, DeMar Parker. They probably won't run on a 4th and 10, but he's been able to break off some big runs. They might give him to him. They might give it to him anyways.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be shocked if they do look to Parker, just because he has been able to pick up those big yardage situations, as Pleasant seems to be all right walking off the field under his own power.
Yeah, and running it to Parker seems like the best safe option. I mean, he hasn't had any fumble issues, and it's kind of like a punt almost when you run it, get them inside their own 15, 10.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and it seems like no matter how this goes, the Thunderhawks still have a lot of distance to work with little time and a backup quarterback. So either way, not a favorable position for them.
Yeah, this defense making so many stops, but the problem is that offense gets on the field, they stall out, waste time, and here we are with 2:40 left in the game.
Highlanders still taking their time getting out onto the field. Thunderhawks have been out there for about a minute now.
Well, they're giving that defense time to rest. See if it works out for them or not.
Interesting the refs haven't. There we go.
Yeah, ref finally signals to run the clock. Highlanders just waiting over on the Thunderhawk 30-yard line. As the clock continues to run, play clock is getting down to 10 seconds. They still haven't taken the line. Most likely going to take a timeout here. Let this play clock go all the way down to 0.
Yeah, very.
And there it is. Timeout called by the Highlanders.
Feels like we've waited an eternity for this play to happen.
Yeah, with the injury and everything, and then them burning out that play clock. Longest play of the night, it feels like.
Yeah.
Highlanders taking their sweet time to decide what they want to go with here.
Well, it's been pretty much 3 timeouts worth of time. That injury timeout took forever, and now it's like another 30-second timeout.
I mean, yeah, it's just a tough decision on what to do here. I mean, do you give it to your running back, DeMar Parker, who's been great all day? Do you decide to pass, or do you go with a field goal? It does not look like they're going to be sending the field goal team out there.
Oh, they do.
They do.
From the very left hash.
Don't want to jinx it, but he hasn't made one all year.
Strange, though. This is not. Oh, yeah, it is. Never mind. This is their starting kicker. Just kidding.
How this one about 35 yards out. See what happens here. This kick is up, has some distance. That kick is good. First one of the season made tonight, basically to ice the game at this point. You couldn't ask for a better time to get a field goal.
Yeah, if there's ever time for you to make your first one, it's this.
Yeah, that has to be a huge confidence boost for him.
And
very
just
clutch in this position. It was a really good kick.
so unfortunate for East there.
Yeah.
I wonder if they were expecting them to actually go for it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think I was expecting them to kick there. I don't know if really anybody was, given the history of this kicker, but you got to give props to him for that one.
I mean, yeah, he came through and he drilled it. Very unfortunate for the East, but still a chance.
2 minutes and 16 seconds. This point in the game. If you're watching, we invite you to subscribe. One more game. Hopefully, we'll be able to travel to Mason next week to cover the Thunderhawks' final game. Also looking ahead, we're excited to cover the men's and women's basketball teams this season. We'll have a couple of different commentators on the calls. Looking to cover as many games as we can this season.
Anything's possible here. I'm just saying East is not out of this game. They'll need some luck. Might need a miracle or two, but it's possible.
I mean, yeah, they're going to need something from this offense. Been pretty dormant all second half, but
I mean, the onside kick worked in the first half, or almost worked. I wonder if they can score, if they'll be able to get the ball back, but scoring is the first point of emphasis here.
That one's a squib up there. Catch made, and he immediately falls down. Thunderhawks with some decent field position there on that one.
not really sure about why they decided to kick it like that. I mean,
Yeah, why squib it when...
yeah, there's this much time left. I guess maybe they thought, you know, this offense, it hasn't been great in the second half. Maybe they could stop them, or they could maybe get the onside kick, but that was just a really weird, weird call there.
Yeah, I don't understand that call at all, to be honest with you. It just doesn't make much sense to me. It didn't look like an onside kick. Maybe I guess that's what they were going for.
Could also be the kicker just misstep, but see
Kinda-
what Jay-Sean can do here.
Thunderhawks take over their own 45-yard line. Sandar taking the snap, looking to pass on this one. Pressure brought, gets that one down to Hooks. Hooks with some room to run. Hooks up the middle. Hooks makes a spin move, picks up the first down. It's a good start.
It's a big play.
That's exactly what you need if you're the Thunderhawks right now. That's the biggest play I think we've seen from them this second half.
Just need a spark. Get something going.
And if there's a guy to get that spark, it's Ryder Hooks.
They've been trying that hard count all day. The defense not falling for it.
Pressure coming, and Sandhar, good move there to get that one down to Hooks.
That was an impressive play from Sandhar, especially just coming in. I don't know how he managed to still see Hooks out there, but way to keep their hopes alive.
I mean, yeah, he went through all of his reads. No one was there, but he found Ryder Hooks.
Time is ticking here in the Hawks' nest. About to eclipse on our minute 30 and flag down. Official signals false start.
Oh, that's tough for the Thunderhawks there. They had a lot of momentum.
Yeah, and that was the first one of the night. We've seen a lot of those this season. Thunderhawks were holding strong tonight, but worse time than ever to get one of those false start penalties.
And I think this is the point where you just take a deep shot, hope one of your talented receivers, Zion Neal and Andy Vogelman, make a play.
Yeah, clock is ticking. You kind of need one of those plays.
We clip under a minute. We're about to clip under a minute 20.
They definitely have the talent to do it.
Sandhar is dropping back on this one. Sandhar looking deep. He's got McFarland and just barely overthrows him.
Man, and that's one of those situations. If you're McFarland, you got to go up with both hands there. You can't. That was just barely overthrown, man. That was the break East needed there.
That would have been a huge play if they connected, just barely out of reach. I do think he could have gone for two hands, but still, tough catch to make.
Clock does stop on that one. A minute and 13 left to go in this game. 3rd down and 10 now for the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, and you wonder what they draw up here on 3rd and 10. This is do or die for the Hawks.
Sandhar and Hooks in the backfield. Sandhar fakes the clap, now takes the snap, dropping back, looking deep. Sandhar looking over to his right, gets that one up and high over his receiver.
Jay-Sean he doesn't look that far off. It's just inches too far out of that reach. That was a tight window, too.
Yeah, it feels like every time he goes deep, it's just barely over his head or barely out of reach. He's looked pretty good, just if some of these throws were just a little bit lower, think about how different of a game this would be.
And just a lot of adrenaline, obviously, in his bloodstream now with coming in unexpectedly. And
4th down, this is...
Thunderhawks absolutely need to convert here if they even want a chance.
this is it here.
Sandhar dropping back, looking to pass again. Sandhar will step up. Looks like he's going to run it himself. Sandhar doesn't really have much room to work with. Sandhar still staying on his feet, trying to fight for that yardage. He might have been close.
Oh, they're going to say he did not.
Well, this offense is trying to stay out here.
They're going to say he did not make it. Very close. Good job. It was a good job by Jay-Sean, able to try and fight for that 1st down. Just
Yeah, and with
maybe
that
about
one,
a yard.
the Highlanders will be able to take over, probably take a knee here on this one. Just unfortunate night for the Thunderhawks that they couldn't quite bring it in.
Yeah, that should do it here.
Obviously missing JT Kitna.
Yeah, it's a huge blow when you're down and you expect to come back from your quarterback who hasn't played much. A lot to ask for there.
JT Kitna now on the sideline. We do see him back at Thunderhawk 10 on crutches, out to watch the final play here.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to come back out on the field, maybe to just show support coming out in the final minute.
A huge loss for this East team. A team that really needed to win out, and you wonder if he'll even play next week. I mean, that injury looked pretty bad. He's got a lot of ice on that left ankle.
Stidham takes a knee there. One more will do it. We'd like to give huge thank yous to everybody that's helped us in our program this year. It's been a great couple of games here in the Hawks Nest. We've been excited to cover the team all year. Hopefully we can get to Mason next week, but it's been great calling the games. Brendan earlier in the season and Max and Beck now here, these later games. It's been great. Stidham there takes the final knee.
And that will do it.
Yeah, and that unfortunately does it for us in the Hawks Nest. Your final score, Oak Hills 17, Thunderhawks 7. A lot of issues tonight for Thunderhawks. Didn't help with their quarterback getting injured. Again, though, we do want to invite you to subscribe. Like I said, basketball season coming up. We'll be looking to cover all of those games. Hopefully we'll be able to travel to Mason next week for the Thunderhawks' final game. I'd like to give shout-outs to the two next to me, Beck Lucas, Max Earl. Did a great job calling the game tonight. Looking forward to them calling games on Friday nights next season. Max also going to be joining us for basketball season. I'd also like to give a shout-out to our production team for the entire year. Aiden Singer helping us out tonight, Ben Schneider, Jacob True, all of our cameramen. They've done a great job all year. Couldn't ask for a better crew. But that will just about do it from us. We We thank you for listening to us. Hopefully see you next week. If not, we'll join you during basketball season. Thank you.